And welcome to episode 2. I've escaped with Throlf into the wilderness of Skyrim, and I'm about to use one of the stones in this game you can use to get a blessing of some kind. I'm doing the Mage Stone.
Are the Guardian Stones, 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Mage, eh? Well, to each his own. It's not for me to judge.
Yes, because if you do, you'll get fire. In fact, let's lose that weapon. We're going to do... Well, it would help if I did magic, wouldn't it? Yes, it would, Aaron. Get your head out of your mace. There. Half the cooking time. They really did do a good job making this look great. Of course, Oblivion had the same thing. The terrain looked awesome. It was the people that looked horrendously frightening. I'm kind of leaving Hrolf in the dust there. And I think we're being attacked. Where's... Oh, hello. One more red dot on the horizon there. Or there was. Huh. Once you get companions, and I don't know if it's them doing it or just some setup I'm not familiar with in the game, but I'll often find a lot of dungeons and underground complexes where there are quite a few people who are already dead and don't appear to be dead for plot reasons or to give you a hint that there's a trap coming up. They just are in the middle of a room and somebody's already taken them out. Also, as a wizard, it is extraordinarily easy to kill your companions in this game.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrel.
This is because I won't move out of the house and get married, isn't it, Mother? Now, I tried to speed this along, but it really is kind of unskippable. You can talk to Gerdur here, and basically you're just going to win her trust.
How? If you really are Raylof's friend, I'll be glad to help you. But it would explain what I saw earlier. Flying down... I don't know. Things just go... The Jarl needs to... We need to get word to Jarl Baldur.
Basically, it's just telling me to go somewhere to get help, and it introduces you to one of the major cities in the area. It's kind of RPG logic, especially when it comes to computer games. A lot of missions and things people tell you to do are designed to have you explore, to kind of force you to get out and see the world.
Won't the Imperials be looking for you?
Gerdur, I'm fine. At least now I am. Is there somewhere we can talk?
Now, listening to her and him and their relative, who's going to be slowly walking along,
I need your help with something.
we'll get you your first house, or at least a place you can keep all your excess stuff.
Just come here.
But more importantly, for some reason, Gerdur lets you basically loot her entire inventory. Which is the only reason why I bother hanging around to listen to this stuff. Well, that and the harvesting. But there's really no reason you should be subjected to this. So, we're going to go to Warp Factor Plot Advance.
Bring me all the wood you can chop.
Now, did I say the tutorial was over? I kind of lied. This is where the tutorial continues.
No adventures, no theatrics.
Incidental conversations like this are often adventure hooks.
What are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
You're free to ignore them, I guess, but this adventure here introduces you to underground areas, the undead you're going to be facing, and these dragon claw keys that you find everywhere. These guys had a dragon claw, they didn't know what it was, other than it was made of gold, and it's been stolen, and you're volunteering to help get it back.
It's yours if you bring my claw back.
Okay.
The sooner you take a look.
And let's get rid of some stuff. My speech is really bad, so this kind of junk is not going to fetch the greatest prices. I don't have enough gold. Oh. I just tried buying things. Ha ha ha, I'm an idiot. Okay, well, we can at least make it back, I guess, in selling off this junk. I'll keep one long... Well, no, I won't. Never mind. I have no reason to keep one. I kept one the last playthrough and just never used it, so the heck with it. And you get speech for selling things, so apparently I've been really just shooting the breeze with him while I resell him things that I already purchased. I have no use for alcohol. I think it's really there. I mean, I'm sure it comes in handy in an emergency, but generally it wrecks me, and I think it's there mostly for flavor. There.
I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold.
Let's see, I have purchased stuff before. I guess it comes in handy. But I find them everywhere. Oh, heck with it. And let's get some magic.
Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow.
So this is your plan, Lucan?
Yes. So now
Bleak Falls Barrow is just outside of town. Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
No, by the 8, fine, but only to the edge of town.
I'm not sure why this is here or if it's even necessary, but basically, she wants to show you a bridge.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings.
Now, the reason I also picked up some other magic is because some things are immune to fire and some things are immune to ice and what have you.
Traps, trolls, and who knows what else. I wonder why they only stole Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are.
It's kind of like rock, paper, scissors, but with lethal results.
Right here after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one. This is the bridge out of town. The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. Mara bless you for... Well, it's a winding road up the mountain just... Once you get to
the watchtower is basically just to give you a first taste of combat, as if you haven't had it already, with some of the bandits. Yep. Also, the distances here seem kind of long, but they're not terribly when you really look at them from a actual distance point of view. Still, the transitions between, you know, the fertile valley and the snow-covered hills is pretty nice. The grass disappears, and if you look up on your right, you see snow. The rule of thumb for a lot of these things in this game seem to be build inconveniently. Location, location, location? Nah. Now, most things you'll find in these towers are hostile. There's just no getting around that. They'll tell you that's close enough, don't come any further, blah, blah, blah. And if you sit here long enough, they might attack you. But I generally like to just take that decision right out of their hands and, oh, look, fire! Oh, that was an orc. In this game, orcs are people, too. And there's another one. He should be coming up here shortly. There you are. Oh, no! I fell off the mountain. Well, not off the mountain, but almost fell off the mountain. Where'd he go? Is he still in here? Oh, I got him. Guess I should still be taking things to sell. Although I think I'll find plenty of those in the upcoming dungeon complex. This tower has a chest at the top of it, along with some snow-covered hardwood floor. There we are. Where's that way out? Over here. That is one thing I have noticed about some of the dungeon complexes in this game are, a few of them get pretty confusing, involving stuff that's over and under and around and through, and I lost where the path was. Oh, there it is. Don't mind my navigation. My ancestors largely wound up where they were by accident, and I'm continuing the tradition. This is another kind of role-playing game trope. I mean, their cities and towns are extremely simple, but somewhere in the past, building gigantic stuff like this to bury people in was the way to go. Although, given that the dead people tend to get up and walk around when you don't want them to, I guess I can kind of see that there might have been some veneration. You were trying to make them happy and give them less reason to get up and walk around. Although, you know, just taking a hammer to the deceased, preferably their head, might have been a less expensive way of going. So I'm kind of assuming that there was an architecture guild involved that got a really sweetheart deal. Convinced the voters that, you know, what we really need are these big old complexes that we can, you know, create jobs, have a few people build them, and then later on, after everything collapses, it forms a sub-economy of people going in and trying to loot them. All I'm saying is cremation, people. All right. Inside the barrow. Now, generally, dead adventurers are a sign that there's something really nasty going on. In this case, I think they're just trying to warn you about the giant rats. I mean, skeevers. Yes, skeevers. Not giant rats. Skeevers. Giant rats would be silly. Burn, baby, burn! And if you cook the meat properly, it'll be a healthy pink when you're done. I feel sorry for her. I mean, as a mage who's in the current D&D parlance a striker, in some cases, you're generally not the most robust thing if you can shoot from a distance. Also, I don't care what kind of character you want to play in this game, you will be something that is a character class / thief. There's just no way around it. And this game, annoyingly, does not have any spells that let you open chests, from what I could tell. Unlike the previous game. Burial urns, or as I like to call them, piggy banks of the dead. More not giant rats. Potion of minor magicka. At least not a potion of stamina. Those aren't really handy to my kind of character. If things are going south and I'm having to swing a weapon, chances are I'm going to have to be reloading anyway. Okay, this guy is going to do us a favor, demonstrating what happens if you don't solve this puzzle and try and open that door. Sometimes in life, your only purpose is to serve as a warning to others, and he did a great job. Okay, this is a common puzzle in the game where you'll have these column things with symbols on them. Then somewhere in the room or in the nearby vicinity, you'll have the solution. You know, snake, snake, whale. So. I think this is the medieval tomb equivalent of leaving the key under the mat. Because you'd really hate to get locked out of your own tomb. Also, generally, the more valuable the book, the greater the chance it'll have something that you can use skill-wise. In that case, a skill I never used, pickpocketing, went up. Delicious. Let's level up. As a wizard, I think it's almost always magicka. I want to say I went with health once or twice, but if magic is my gun, magicka is my bullets, and I want all the bullets. That was a poison potion. They're useful for coating weapons with, but since I don't swing many weapons, it really isn't something I need to worry about. Oh, I bet we see a giant spider! Hi there! Why is it wounded? Really, who hasn't said that when they see a spider, giant or otherwise? Working on it! There's a guy trapped in the web over there. Who wants me to save him? And really, there's no way you can get around not saving him, because he's just kind of there, you know, he's in the way.
You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
Looks like a con. Talks like a cockney.
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories.
He knows what the claw's for. And he has the claw because he stole it.
The Nords have hidden it. Sweet breath of arcade, thank you. It's coming loose. I can
now,
feel it.
He betrays you every single time. Decides, run away. You fool, why should I share the treasure? Because I can do this. Golden Claw. And let's see, we'll take that sword, and maybe the helmet, why not? And we have a journal. Golden Claw, that fool had no idea what his favorite store decoration. So he stole it, and he gloated so much, I guess he had no one else to talk to, he wrote it down. And say what he was going to do. So he's going to, yeah, when you have the Golden Claw, the solution is in the palm of your hands. That's a very nice way of saying, look for the key on the key. You'll see in a minute. It's another matching puzzle. And we're back. We are back. Sorry about that. Here's a +1 trap of obviousness. You step on that, and you get a face full of spikes. Fun. And again, thousands of years old, and this still holds together? Really? And, yeah, who lights these braziers? I mean, I assume there's a guild somewhere. But this is another nice feature about this game, I think, and kind of unusual in that guy will come to life, and he's going to animate. Nicely, though, you can start cooking him before he wakes up. I mean, few games seem to do that these days. It's like until the thing animates, he's window dressing. At least that seems to be the way they do it most of the time. And there's some more down here that are going to start coming to life, so I can try taking care of them. Oh yes, undead that taunts me. Maybe they're making fun of me for not being able to be as thin as I want the way they can. I'm just probably going to take a hit from these right away, because I generally don't do well with those. Like I say, you heal pretty quickly in this game, and there are things you can get that will make you heal even quicker, so not having many needs for stim packs the way that I was in other games. Now, in combat, that's a different story. A lot of times you want something that heals you in the middle of combat, and this game gives you the opportunity to basically take a pause that refreshes and down as much food or healing potion as you can get hold of. This is a fun feature, and I'm guessing this was probably put in here by the people who buried these guys, thinking, you know, the heck with this. Let's have some insurance that if these guys wake up, there might be a way to stop them. This is oil on the floor. You can ignite it by hitting those pots. Helpful. Not entirely lethal, but helpful. And candles. I mean, seriously, what, 1,000-year-old candles that still burn? I mean, even if they're those LED battery-powered ones, they've got to give out sometime. But it's fantasy RPG logic. I wonder if he noticed me opening my coffin. Was that a potion of glibness? By gum, it was. I've seen a potion of bartering. I didn't figure that glibness also came into play when haggling, but why not? More alchemy stuff. Aside from the water effects, these caves are very similar to the ones in the Fallout series, although not quite as maze-like here. They make up for the lack of maze-like in other parts of this game. That's right, I could go out there, but I won't, because there's a dude on the ledge that I can't hit with my fire spell, so I'm just going to come and take the battle to him. That's the least I can do. I mean, he's going to be nice and let me take his stuff. Here he is. Well, let's see if we can flip this person over, because... Let's see. No, well, let me do it. Now, let's see here. Generally, you should be able to move bodies. I guess not. Oh, maybe let's throw him down there. Ah. Let's see if we can take a look at him. You fell face down. What the heck? You fell face down. That's not what I was wanting you to do. And surfing. Okay, great. You know, the heck with it. You're not cooperating. What I was trying to see is that this is, yes, a female zombie. Apparently, whatever memories are made out of doesn't contract the same way that all the rest of the flesh on the body does because, you know, maybe they developed silicone implants instead of catapult technology. And they have magical outfits that make sure that their tops are covered because, well, I guess that is a service. I mean, with zombies, that would be a service, yes. Forget I even came close to complaining. Although they are making a movie now about teenage zombies in love, so who knows what the kids want these days. More river, and I could fall down. Wait a minute, I just came from here. Why didn't someone tell me I was going the wrong way? You, yes, YouTube user number 53477. You should have said something. Yeah, this very much resembles Fallout. A little extra window dressing, some roots and all that. Okay. Wow. You are not burning enough. Yay, level 3! I am a god! Magicka, of course. Okay. We're gonna go with... Hello. I think I'll do Destruction Dual Casting. Because that is some nice stuff. If you're gonna do two-handed, you might as well get the most out of it. Okay. I don't think there's any use for the linen wraps. It's mostly just something to take away and sell, I guess. Yeah, once again, I'm probably going to take a hit from these guys. Oh, wow! You saw it here first, folks. Oh, yeah. You are not going to harsh my groove. I made it through there without taking a single point of damage. And to celebrate, I'm going to set some people on fire. Where are the... Hey there. Yay, fire. Oh, and he's an archer. Okay, that's not good. Until I get a few other spells, long range isn't exactly my strong suit. But that's okay. I can rush him. Oh, sort of. Oh, now you get out the axe. And let's see, do we have anything fun? No, we have an empty table, which is a shame. And I gotta think that either there's some difficulty thing I'm missing, or maybe somehow you're supposed to come up here when you've got some dudes that are fighting, because I'm not sure what these pools of oil are for. Other than just collateral damage, or maybe they expect you to play around with it for a bit. Because nobody attacks you up there. Okay, here is the Dragon Claw puzzle. Very similar to the other one we had, very console-friendly. Not dissing consoles, just noting when things are changed to make it work a little bit better with that kind of setup. We need a miscellaneous item. We need the claw. You hold the solution in your hand. This took me a while to figure out with mouse. There we go. It might be hard to see, but we've got a bear, a dragonfly, and an owl. No one's invented the crossbow in this world, but we've invented matching games. Okay, there we go. I mean, seriously, who builds this stuff? Stargate, it made sense. I mean, because your gods and ancients were technically aliens. But, I mean, really? If you got tombs like this, why don't you have massive castles outside that the people actually can live in? Or heck, they should move in down here after you clear them out. Right now we're below Stately Wayne Manor, apparently. This is a word of power for the whole Dragonborn shout thing you've probably seen. That, I believe, is Foos of the famous Foos Roda, and this is barbecue. That's another nice thing, is that you can start wailing on him before he even stands up. I mean, sure, it's dirty pool and not a lot of honor to it, but there are games where they give the villain a chance, where he has a chance to stand up, and really, they wouldn't give you that opportunity, so I don't see why, you should extend them the same courtesy. Again, poison, don't want it. Now, I picked out of this chest, or I'll pick out of this chest here. No, I got enough of him. A dragon plate something or other. What's nice is that that's for another mission, and you can get it early, which, again, unusual, where you'll clear out a dungeon, and some guy will say, hey, I need you to go to that dungeon you just went into and find the ancient hooty-hoo of Holdera. And funnily enough, it appears somewhere that you were sure you vacuumed up every gold piece and scrap metal that wasn't nailed down, and it wasn't there until the game said it was. This case, you can actually get it ahead of time, and no one seems to complain. It even gives you kind of a snarky, oh, you mean this tablet here line when you turn it in. Refreshing to see that. Okie dokie. Now, I could fast travel back to whatever that place was, where we got the stuff from Girder and Rolf. Oh yeah, mammoths. Again, oddly enough, mammoth tusks are an item. Can't get that one. Can't get those. Anyway, fast traveling, you do miss out on some stuff. I'm not sure what this is for, and this is something I saw in a previous playthrough. So, we'll see if anything comes of it. But by fast traveling, you miss out on some of the ancillary stuff, and there is a house over here that I found. Also on my radar is a mine. Not as many mines in this game as there was in the previous one. Oblivion, you couldn't swing a dead... well, I'll just say skeever. A dead skeever without hitting a mine. But here they're not quite as common, and a lot of them are actually in use, which is a nice... I mean, as opposed to in use by bandits. They're being mined by people. Hello.
I'm just a poor old woman, dear. No need.
In other words, nothing to see here. Move along. Don't cotton to the fact that I'm a witch, and that if you break into my basement, like someone might have done in an alternate timeline, that I will go ballistic and turn you into a pile of ashes.
Someone there?
Yeah, what are you?
Time to
Oh, he's a hunter. Okay.
Okay.
What are you oh. I guess he's having fun shooting at game. Awfully close to my head. Oh, well, that's because I'm following the rabbit. Anyone who wants to make a mod of Killed a Wabbit, please feel free. And we're passing the guard tower. Jump. And this is just to demonstrate... Oh, snow. We're not getting much of that this year. We've had one snowfall in the real world where I live, which is unusual. The closest we had to snow lately was hail in January. The heck, people. Anyway. You know what? I am going to fast travel just because this is getting kind of boring. Thank you. Alright. Sure. Fast travel to Riverwood to complete our mission of looking for claws. Sven and Hildy.
The sooner you find the... You found it!
Back where it belongs in this case is on the table in front of him, out in plain sight where anyone can see it.
A great thing for me and my sister.
Completed the Golden Claw.
Thank you. You and me, we're the...
Okay, let's see if I can clean this guy's gold supply out just with the junk I bought. I'll hang on to that for now. I'll get rid of that. Potion of glibness. I really can't believe that. Okay. Stamina, don't need. Food. I'll keep my food for now. Oh yeah, I've got to start tasting ingredients. That's how you learn in this game how to make potions by tasting the stuff you find out and about in the wilderness, like you do. Including poisons, which makes perfect sense. Good thing none of these apparently have an LD50 of more than one sprig. Okay, and in essence, that was the second tutorial that showed you about dungeons and all that mess. Now we need to go to the first major city, and in episode 3, hopefully, we'll see our first dragon.